This one's for the stolen voices, my people that ain't got much traces. Trapped in the belly of the beast, everywhere is beef and there's never ever peace. Every day is peak and I never get to speak. Living in the Elmos, never get to see. Sitting in a cell, feeling like you're never gonna leave, but you can't sleep cause you got beef with the bread underneath of the bunk. Man, the truth in my speech is abundant. I don't need a reason to keep it 100. The government declared a war on the man. So this ain't a song, it's a glorious anthem to rep for the group that is normally abandoned. The poor is ignored when they're stranded. From Lagos to Kingston, Norwich to Camden, against all odds, of course we are champions. I'm the voice of Trayvon, I'm the voice of Stephen Lawrence, I'm the voice of Tupac, with no thug life engraved on my stomach. I'm the voice of a runaway slave, holding a blade and facing a musket. Been a victim of the system too long, we get tired of waiting for justice. The voice of Fred Hampton Sr., killed for defending the people and the right to exercise freedom of speech. We just want to be treated as equal. I'm the voice of the mums and the ones that pray for unity in the community. I'm the voice of the young trying to escape the slum, but they can't find the opportunity.
So much to say, but not enough. We hear the cries calling from the skies above, saying it's okay, speak your mind, open your heart, don't let no one add you to understand.
The Nation of Islam did it. We know they did.
Do you know who killed Malcolm X?
The Nation of Islam fought him, did it with the investigation. They went to court and won the case.
Okay, is somebody in jail for killing him? Is somebody named? Is there a named assassin?
This is the point. That's what they want us to do. They want us to sit here now in 2017 and argue about who.
I'm not arguing about it. What I'm saying to you.
He's making a point.
Do you know?
I'm getting the point.
No, you don't. Because I'm not made a point. Do you know who pulled the trigger? One.
I don't.
And
we know the 4 gunmen. Yes, we do know. I don't remember their names. You're just gonna ask me. Because we have this document, there's a bunch of these documents where we know the 4 trigger men. They've done the investigation, gone to court, the family's gone and beat the system. But you can't put these people in jail because 2 of them actually had passed away, and the other 2 they just pardoned because what's that thing called? When it's a statute of limitations. Sorry.
Yeah,
okay. So it didn't go.
So
MLK, the same thing. MLK's family went against the government.
Same thing, yeah.
Cool. It's not even meant to be.
MLK's family went.
My guys. I think you lot are missing the point.
You asked the question, I addressed it.
Yeah. Right, the point I'm trying to say to
we know,
you,
yes we do.
Yeah, okay. You think you know who killed him, but you don't know who gave the command.
Yes, you're right. We don't know.
You think you know who gave the command because it's put out there. Wait there. If you watch Malcolm X's biography put out there by
who?
Hollywood. Yeah. Wait.
Hollywood,
if you read the autobiography, if you read books, yeah, about Malcolm X.
This is public case study.
Okay, but
you
listen,
can study this.
Bro, I have to finish a sentence, yeah? The point being is, it has been ready packaged and given to us there, like a Cluedo mystery, like a Miss Marple mystery, yeah? This is the motive, this is who would have done it, and it all points back to black people, yeah?
Right.
Has anybody thought of the fact that, Malcolm X may not be dead?
But he's dead.
Okay, because you
now you're gonna go to the it's not belief, bro. It's not belief.
It's what you, fam. I'm not gonna lie to you, fam. I'm not gonna lie to you, fam.
No, it's not belief. Simple is, if you understand the American judicial system, everything's public record. I can check your death certificate. I can check your postmortem.
But they can't be falsified. They can't be falsified.
Hold on.
A death certificate cannot.
King's body in his castle.
You saw a body in a car.
It was him. He was dead.
Here's where we get conspiracy. Here's where conspiracy kicks in.
The point I'm trying to give to you is this, yeah?
Now we're
when we're dealing with people that we don't, I'm just going to be real with it because I'm trying you lot's technique and it don't work for me. Yeah? It don't work for me, fam. I can't finish the sentence. Yeah? But I hate to hear the sound of myself shouting when I watch something back. Yeah, I don't like it because I don't articulate myself in the way that let my brain work in. Give me my little space, let my brain work. I'm not asking just to railroad the convo, but I can't blah 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 because then I raise that and then next thing you know, you watch it back and it's like, Rod, this is going scatty, like, and the spit's flying and the point let me just get to the point anyway. The point I'm trying to make is, we need to be very careful what we ingest as reality, especially who force feeds us this. Now, as much as it's a personal black issue to you and you've studied Pan-Africanism and the black history and blah blah blah, it's something that is close to your heart and I respect you for it. Just like I wouldn't be dissing Celia about her psychology, I respect that she has studied it. I also see myself as a psychologist, so I'm still gonna like argue with her, but I respect you took your time. I know you've taken your time. I know this is what you teach. All I'm trying to say to you is, the shit we take for granted, the shit that we build upon, ain't as stable as you think it is.
Right,
And it's been painted in a certain way, for us. I'm telling you, one day you may wake up, like I said, when we die, and the whole plot. Remember I said to you, and you know when this is my theory. We're gonna die, and when we die, that film is gonna get played in front of you, and you're gonna be watching the film and be like, no. Fucking Louise. Like, Louise was the one that actually came to my yard when I was 16 and did that, and I didn't know. And half of the people you think are dead are off somewhere and they're not even dead. Because it's so easy to manipulate emotions through birth and death. They do this all the time, They tell us a baby's been born or someone's pregnant, and we all believe it. But we have no idea whether they're really pregnant. Oh, I've seen her belly. I said, like, we don't know. But we also know that they can falsify anything under the rascal sun. I've seen a bloated face. It looked like him. It definitely wasn't red. All I'm saying is, the storylines that we follow and that colour us and our freedom may not be what they are painted out to be. For a fact, I know that Martin Luther King, I know I say this all the time, was a Freemason. His dad was a Freemason. His great-granddad was a Freemason. Their parents were Freemasons. All of his family are logged in the lodge. He's the only one whose name is not logged in. But Prince Hall Freemasons themselves have said yes, he was a brother. From his speeches, from the metaphors in his speeches, the symbology, the stuff that he said.
Part of the reason why he even got killed.
That doesn't surprise me.
But what I'm saying, if that don't surprise you, just remember that the world is a stage. Let us not get manipulated by these people that none of us ever met. We don't know them. We don't know what they were really about behind closed doors, and we don't know how they lived, or how they died, or if they're dead. We don't actually know. So this is why I don't put credence to these people. Because you know what, fam? There's a brother called Jedi that don't care about none of them, and he's on everything that you lot are on. So that just proves that you don't need that.
I should have listened. I should have let you talk.
That's all I'm trying to say to you, lot.
Do you know what he's saying?
We don't disagree with that. Whether we need, this was never a question.
So it's not a thing of me disrespecting them, Joe.
No,
it's just a fact of I don't care.
No,
you know, like ignorantly, I actually don't care. And what? You're gonna tell me I'm not black? You tell me I don't want freedom? You're gonna tell me that I'm gonna stand? I'm the guy.
We are looking maybe
I'm the guy. Exactly. I'm the guy. I'm not gonna stand by with my phone and be like, oh, get off him. I'm the guy that's gonna. Bam! I'm on it. So I'm gonna
what kind of defence is that? Look at the way you're defending
Well, this is what we're saying. We're not saying from the get-go, when you said it, we agree. We were like, yo, Jedi.
You too, boy.
Hero worship is dead.
Yeah, we need to dead it.
Everyone's gonna call that. Hero worship is dead.
Yeah.
Yes or no?
100. I've never worshipped it. I don't worship.
It's dead. It's not a good thing.
If I'm honest, it's prevalent in today's society. It's
prevalent.
No, I'm saying, is it dead? That's the question I'm asking. Is it dead?
Oh, so
is it a dead practice?
Is it a dead practice, basically, to hero worship?
Because everyone's doing it.
No. You don't mean that.
Obviously, you shouldn't be doing it, but.
No, that's what
Is he saying? Is it beneficial?
Is it beneficial to hero worship all the time to that extent? Is it helping us struggle?
I'm going to say something to you.
Is it helping us struggle?
It gives you a reason, man. It reminds you.
You know what I mean? You're putting them on the pedestal.
Okay. You know what? I thought
Guys. Sorry, when one person's talking, let that person finish. Then.
So I just want to know that we've come to a conclusion where we.
I thought about it today, and I wanted to say something to you, and there's been a couple other people that I feel like I've offended because I've been saying these kind of things for, not here today, but in general, I've been saying these things for a little while now. And one thing I do realise, because Sila's just said it, and it reminded me of, I actually had this thought process and I thought, you know what, chill out, Jeds.
What you say?
What I realise is, some people need it. Some people need Malcolm X and Martin Luther King and Marcus Garvey and Haile Selassie and everyone. Some people need Jesus and Muhammad to
stepping
live
stones
correctly in their eyes.
Guide and remind.
For some reason, I don't need none of that. So I'm trying to tell everyone, fuck all of that. But you know what? Some of you don't need it. And if you don't need it,
I'm not turning my back on my liberty.
and if you don't need it, then fair dues. But I'm here to be an example, just like others, of people that we don't need it and we can still be
right. That's true. We don't need it.
So I will apologise for offending anyone or whatever. I get it. You
can't offend me, man.
You don't needed a Teddy. You don't needed a nightlight. You don't need a
such a dickhead.
I get it. It's like fighting in the river. I get it. Yeah, I get it. Certain people needed a nightlight. Yeah. To make it through the door.
I will get your headlock.
And a blanket. I get it. I didn't need none of that.
You know what? God was my nightlight and he was my Jarrah.
I couldn't sleep with the light on. I couldn't sleep with a light on. I needed complete blackness. I'm at home in chaos and blackness and life.
Can I say something to you?
Always been like this.
Yes, I've always been like this.
Always been like
Always been like this.
Can we say this? If we're just talking without the camera on for the public, then
Let me take this.
I agree with everything you say without no rebuttal. I'm conscious that we're talking to people.
Yes,
that's why I keep trying to stop you. I'm like, bro, we're talking to people.
And means what?
If this is what it means, it means all we're trying to do is look at where we are now and just elevate from that point.
Why we?
Wait.
Sorry, brother.
Wait.
No, just explain to me. I don't want to take the mic. I want you to use the mic, but I just need to understand.
I'm going there.
Why do we need the difference?
Listen to what I'm saying. Why we need to do that, right? Because it's like when the guy goes out in the middle of the street and says, Jesus, come and ringing his bell, making all noise. Do people pay attention to him?
Nah, he just pisses people off.
Right.
Noise.
Right. It's a human function. We're trying to elevate the frequency of people watching. So when we can't ring the bell doing that, they're like, bro, it's a bunch of noise. So I'm saying between us and the cameras off, I'm with you, Jed. I don't need
But is that ringing the bell though?
It is. Because listen, you're talking to a bunch of people who are not as learned as me and you or as centered. They still find it, like you just said, they still need it.
I'll let you not do that, yeah? I'll let you not do that. Because I believe in balance, yeah? I'm not playing.
I'll play that off.
Game, bro.
Bro,
Do you know where we are now in 2017?
Blem, he said that
I've got no
we
time
can
for that.
speak in.
Sorry,
So
yeah.
what I'm
It's not
saying
that, it's that you said something that made me think of something, innit?
Yes.
And it's see, train of thought.
So what I was saying before was, maybe you help.
Yeah.
What I was saying before is that when we talk to a bunch of people, what is the goal? Is the goal to inspire conversation?
That was my sorry. That was there.
Yeah.
On the train on the way down here, yeah. What I was thinking, was and like let me talk. Man like respect, man like my brother. It doesn't even matter who it is. Man like we've all, they've come through this fight in whatever way it is.
No one here knows who your brother is.
It's irrelevant. Now, it's a thing whereby because I'm a soldier.
He's looking at you like, who's she look like? Who's she look
Right
like?
now, stop it. Yeah. Now it's a thing whereby you're making my train of thought go off.
Sorry.
Now I came here today because I sit and I go online and I live on my own far out and I watch. I get angry, man. I get angry. Do you know why? Because when the police hear that a bunch of black people, because to them we are not a gathering of educated people trying to forward. We are a congregation of aggressors. Okay.
Right.
Now, if we know that that's their mindset, why are we going to go and all get together, 500 of us, and protest walking through the streets in Stratford? When the police know we're going to do a protest, they order coffees and they laugh because it's going to mean, it's going to penetrate, it changes nothing. We need a new way of approaching and getting what we want. Yeah. Okay. People say.
So can you suggest a new way, please?
Okay.
So I know examples of what you're talking about.
Now we've got these laws and legislations where we can put requests in to discuss things because we're citizens. We have the right to speak to the powers that be. Now, if a group of us can be calm enough and reserved enough and collected enough, because that is what they require of us, okay? And are willing enough to. Sorry, be a bit gringo for a hot minute. I'll do it. I will sit there and I will talk how I've got to talk and do what I've got to do. Now hear me, I understand where you're coming from, but what I'm saying is, we then put it to them. It's been done and you faffed us around. Now, we can stop all this protesting because it's getting no one nowhere. But we need to come together and build a new channel where we can communicate with you, okay? Because protests are, when I say the powers that be, I mean the powers that be from the policemen in the street right the way up to the Chancellor of the frickin' Exchequer. Do you understand where I'm coming from?
Can I put a question?
Of course.
Not all of them want to have that debate.
Okay, now that's what you've got to do. We have to sit down and be intelligent and learned enough to know the people that can't ignore us. The forms that you have to fill in, that no matter what happens, they have to respond. And if they don't, you ain't got to chain yourself to buildings. You send an email to the person above them, and then you know what you do? You phone up the local recorder because they want fuckery on black people. So you tell them, you know what? I've sent this email and I've sent that email, and we're trying, and we don't want to protest and we don't want to argue. We just want to be heard. Yeah. Now that's going to throw them off. It's going to throw them off because...
You know the best way to get heard, though?
All right.
I disagree.
You know the best way to get heard? Grab someone's ear. That's what my mum used to do.
Right.
You never heard me. You never... Yeah, but this is the point. Like, whether it's metaphorically, whether it's... Like, honestly, this is why I have the stance I have here, because I come to realise... what did the man call me?
You missed my point. I meant grab them by the ear, but in their way.
Yeah, but I hear that. I know that's what you mean. I know that's what you mean. I know what you mean.
We can't grab him in his ear. We can go.
What are you saying, Jedi? Let's where you going with this, because I want to make reference to what
I'm an intellectual anarchist, yeah, and I believe in every man governing themselves. I believe in the sovereign rights of every being, and I believe that we don't need to opt in or out of any system for us to operate within our own freedom. All we have to do is decide that this is what we are standing on. So I feel like in terms of doing the bureaucracy and the red tape and, you know, like, oh yeah, I'm gonna go above you and email, blah blah blah. I've been through them processes, yeah. And when you call back the next day, they tell you that your email is not logged. They've got no and you're like, well, I've got the reference number, all right. And then they say, all right, give me the reference number, and they type it in, and they're like, well, nothing's coming up. Sorry, do you want to make a fresh rare? And you're like, all right, I'll do it again. And you can go around 50 times because what they try to tell you without saying it is we can delete any honestly, you get to a certain level of playing this game and it gets really real.
Is that you see, when you know what they're gonna do, you make a point of from the first step letting them know that it is in the media forum. Now wait, hear me out.
They don't care though. They own the media.
I understand. Listen to me. I understand what you're going. In that case, but if I'm going on what you're saying, sweetheart, I'm just gonna fucking give up.
No, you know, there's another option. There's another option. What you're gonna do is you're gonna give up being cordial and asking.
No, man. I'm not.
And then what?
I'm not asking nobody for nothing.
No.
I've never asked.
I
never asked, babe. That's what I'm understanding. I'm not. It's not. I came here today because I'm lost. I'm lost, bruv. I don't know which way to turn. I wanna be a conscious, strong black woman and produce children and put them into the world for my fellow beings. But there's nowhere for us. So we've got to do something out there.
Exactly. So, and I think what we've got to do is...
I'm hot.
Go on, my bro.